you hear my prayers. Because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through. We know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just want to fall on you. So about 5 minutes. Waiting and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through. We know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just want to fall on you. To show the devils you waiting and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweet. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VJ. Need them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Niggas weak, they be turgid. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'm gonna back up. I'ma hit his ass with his virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 live night and shit. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the Ivy shit. That all y'all do the street. They all do the street. The nigga made the wrong move when he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my was in the field with it. You saw this cotton just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime. Fuck peace, think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we take. We form up in rank. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit. I keep it on to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngins did a sweep. This a whole double wave. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm just following. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw
These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it caution. As if they make the wrong move it caution. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they want they hit that road shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on the bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my arm. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Come in all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Show that like that. Man, you cut up, nothing I can handle. 144 with a boot. Going Rambo, niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. So I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Who keep on sobbing? Got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got this drip, about to hit this bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coach. They make the wrong move it coach.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see you locked up, fuck up, and it's back to the streets. It's one word. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers die on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on his beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on his beat till my fucking head numb. Black lock, red drums, black and yellow air one. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas going up, doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga. I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga. I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife. Plus, we all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 what you do in life. These hands are root GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a God. Know it's harsh, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit it raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coach. If they make the wrong move it coach. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop. They say they wanna hit it. Coming up on the bullshit.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barak Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Thumb Bashim Yahshua to all the sisters. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. This is Isupk Charlotte. And, you know, we're here doing this feast of Hanukkah, bringing out this Brotherhood. I'm joined with my Adawan, Officer 500 Kayada War. I'm Officer 50 by Eyes, and we're about to get it on. And it's all about the so-called holiday season here in this society, this land of our oppressors. But even in the land of our oppressors, we can still serve the Most High, man. We can still serve our power in the holy days that He gave us. And that feast that we're in right now is Hanukkah. And Hanukkah, celebrating Hanukkah is brotherhood, man. It's so fitting that this is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. And Hanukkah is a feast that, you know, some of our brothers, you know, took up the the mantle of preserving our nation and looking back to the covenant that our forefathers made with the Most High and the Most High made with us, and refused to let it go because of the urgings of some heathens, man. Don't ever let another nation tell you what to serve, man. When we got the true power, the true God of heaven and earth that has chosen us to be his special people. He gave us a law. He gave us a heritage. He gave us holy days. He gave us a dietary law. And we're going to let some heathens come in and destroy all of that and tell us what we now have to serve? No, man. The Maccabees didn't let it go down like that. And we're here honoring the sacrifice that those brothers made till this day. But Hanukkah is brotherhood, and Thanksgiving is not, man. Thanksgiving is the opposite of brotherhood. Thanksgiving is the honoring and celebration of your oppressors overtaking our brothers, man, the Native American Indians, man, our Gadite brothers. And meanwhile, our people are celebrating that and not celebrating our defeat of these Greeks, those disgusting Greeks that wanted to do away with our culture and our heritage. That's how lost and how backwards we are as a people, man, and how much further we still have to go, which is why in the UPK we continue to try to do this work to raise our nation up, to bring our people back to the Most High. Because if we're not going to do it, we see that nobody else is going to do it, man. We're just going to continue eating turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce every year until perpetuity, apparently, man. Apparently, we ain't had enough servitude and slavery in this nation yet, so that we feel like we can at least celebrate what we want to celebrate. We still got to celebrate what our oppressors tell us to celebrate, man. We can't gather together with family members until your oppressor says it's okay to gather together with your family members, man. But not my household, man, and not the household of the brothers that labor amongst me in the Isupk. We gather together when the Lord says to gather together, man. That's who we serve, man. We don't serve our oppressor. We're not slaves in America, man. We're free men. And we're trying to wake the rest of our people up to let them know that they don't have to be slaves either. So, Lucky, sir, if you could I get Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1?
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O
That's
nation
right.
not desired.
That's right. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. What do you think Hanukkah is, man? Hanukkah is gathering yourselves together, man. It is gathering yourselves together. We were conquered by those Greeks during that time, man. And they couldn't be satisfied with just being over the top of us. Nah, they had to destroy everything that we stood for, everything that we knew, everything that the Lord gave us. Because they know in order to remain on top of us, then they have to separate us from our God, man, from the Lord, the Most High. And by doing that, they separate us from our Lord by getting us away from the law, statutes, and commandments, making us uncircumcised of the heart. Then we'd be powerless to ever do anything about them being over the top of us, man. And that's how these nations deal with us. And we are not smart enough. I wouldn't say smart enough. We have been lied to, and we have taken the bait. We've been deceived so long that we don't realize this is the plan that's being activated against us, man. And then we got brothers that preach and prophets to the UPK who go and tell our people what the plan is and how to combat the plan. And we so brainwashed that we don't see it, man. We so beaten down and destroyed as a people that we can't even fathom getting out of our condition by our own actions. We feel like this oppressor is too powerful, and we just have to make the best that we can in the situation that we're in. But that's what the Christian church has done, man. The Christian church has taught us to not trust in the Most High, man, but to trust in our oppressors and join with the oppressor. The same way some of our so-called leaders back during the time of the Maccabees joined with the Greeks, man. They sold us out to the oppressor so that things can be easier on our people. But it wasn't going to be easier on our people. It was more so to line their own pockets, man, so that they could get some trinkets in the kingdom that was ruling at the time. But the Lord said to gather yourselves together, man. That means forget about joining with these other nations. Let that go. That time is over, man. It's no longer time to gather with our oppressors, man. It's time to gather with each other. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to gather together, which means we have to separate from these other nations, man, including your oppressor who our people worship, man. We got to separate from this devil, man. All these heathens, man, because they mean us no harm. Read it again, sir, Baba Kusha.
This book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
That's right. O nation not desired, man. If we are the nation that's not desired, then what could it possibly prosper us to gather with other nations, man, who don't desire us, man? It says it right there that we are the nation that's not desired. That means they don't prefer us. They don't love us. They don't want to see us succeed. So what benefit have we to join that nation, man? There is no benefit to such a thing, man. Salaki, 1 second. But there is no benefit to joining with a nation or other nations that don't desire us, man. That means we can only be at the bottom of that situation, man. They're going to do whatever they can to keep us oppressed. But who we can join with is each other. We can prefer one another, man. We can prefer one another, man. We can't decide that, okay, I'm going to love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because they are my people. We've been going through the same situations together so that we can come out of the situation together, man. This is a commandment from the Lord, man. Read on.
Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the child.
Before the decree bring forth, and before the day pass as the chair. That means we don't have long, man. We don't have long to carry out this commandment, man. The time is running short, man. All you gotta do is look at the news and see the wickedness going on, man. See the plagues going forth in this earth, man. Look at it. There's a new Delta, Salakia, a new COVID-19 variant on the scene. See that, Adawan? The Omicron variant. And right now they saying they don't know if it's better or worse or what the deal is. But I mean, hey, the way it looks, the Most High is not done with this coronavirus and plaguing this earth with this disease yet, man.
Wow.
So they can call it whatever they want to. I know Officer Abraham somewhere upset that they ain't calling it COVID-20 yet, man. That's okay. You get the idea. It's COVID-20 in spirit, man. But the point is that the Most High is plaguing this place, man. There are many many more plagues to come, man. If not plagues, many more destructions and disasters planned for this earth, man. You got all kinds of pestilences and violences and wars and all kind of things coming to this earth, man. It's gonna get much worse than it already is, man. So we must gather together before the decree bring forth and the day passes the chaff, man. This is what we need to do. If you could, sir, let me get Romans chapter 12 and verse 10, man. Because over this Thanksgiving holiday weekend, I saw a lot of bloodshed going on in the community here in Charlotte, man. There was at least 3 murders and like at least 6 people shot, man, over in like one day over this weekend, man. There's always bloodshed and death amongst our people on all of these wicked holidays, man. But we never ever get the point that this is the Lord telling us not to celebrate these things, man. We never ever put the two together. We never correlate the two. But every year we're gonna continue to bring it out, man. If you got it, read it, sir, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affection one to another.
Be what?
Kindly affection one to another.
Be kindly affectionate one to another, man. That means show some love to your people, man. Don't just be a selfish bastard, man. Be kindly affectionate one to another, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is how we are supposed to treat each other, man.
Wow.
This is what it means when the Lord is saying, gather yourselves together, man. This is what it means when we say that we should celebrate Hanukkah and to hell with Thanksgiving, man.
Wow.
How are we being kindly affectionate one to another if we celebrating the slaughter of our own brothers at the hand of our oppressor, man? Suppose our oppressor had a day where he had a feast for conquering our people and bringing us here as slaves, man. How would we feel about that day, man? Will we want to celebrate that day? And then how would we feel if the other tribes celebrated that day along with our oppressor, man? But we can't see as Judites a lot of times. We can only see our own plight, man. We can only see our own situation, man. Like the generals is bringing out, man. The George Floyd struck the nation. You know, you saw that cop with his knee on our brother neck for 9 minutes, man. And we were all in an uproar, as we should be, man. But then we turn right around and disrespect our brothers, the Native Indians, man, by celebrating their murder, man. 77 million Native Indians were murdered, man, and removed off of this land, man. We're walking around on their bones to this day. Their descendants are tucked away on reservations in literal hell, man. We waiting on, the Christian church tell you if you don't live right, you're gonna die and go to hell. Tell that to a Native American, man, who's on a reservation drinking 800 beers a day, man. Like the situation is bad, man. With the suicide rate 4 times higher than the average, man. You tell them that they gotta die and go to hell, man. They'll tell you they're living in hell right now, man.
Wow.
Hell is a condition on the earth, man. And if we don't gather together, and if we don't show kindness and affection towards each other, who are we going to get it from, man? That's why we have to be there for each other. Read it again, sir, Baba Kusha.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love.
With what?
Brotherly love.
With brotherly love, man. With brotherly love, man. That's why we stress this brotherhood class so much, man. That's why it's so important. That's why keeping our traditions and our culture is so important. Because it's all rooted in brotherly love, man. Every holy day that the Lord gave us is rooted in brotherly love. It is rooted in the love that the Most High had for our nation, man. It's rooted in our successes, our triumphs, our ability to overcome the other nations, our covenant that we made with the Most High, man.
Wow.
Us being the chosen people. Us being on the forefront, man. On the top and not the bottom, man. All of these holidays in our oppressor society are rooted in evil and wickedness, man. And there is no brotherly love in any of it. It's all about the success of our oppressor. And how did he get the success? By murdering and oppressing and enslaving our people, man. So we have no business taking part in any of it. Any of it. And then at the same time, we celebrate, not only do we celebrate his pagan wicked holidays that have nothing to do with us, that's only about our destruction, but then we turn our back on our true celebrations and feast days that the Most High gave us, man. So it's like a double whammy, man. Because we don't have affection for each other, man. And brotherly love, like the scriptures say. Read it again, sir.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love.
That's right, man. With brotherly love, man. Read on.
In honor.
In what?
In honor.
In honor, man. In honor. Read on.
Preferring one another.
Doing what?
Preferring one another.
Preferring one another, man. We need to prefer one another, man. What does prefer mean, man? That means you rather have this over that, man.
Right.
We need to prefer each other over the other nations, man. We need to prefer blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians over everybody else, man. We need to prefer Hanukkah, Hanukkah over Thanksgiving and Christmas, man. We need to prefer the Passover over Easter. We need to prefer the Isupk over the disgusting Christian church and Muslim mosque, man.
Right.
We need to prefer blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. First and foremost, man. And brotherly love, man. And it's an honorable thing, man. It's an honorable thing to prefer each other, man.
Yeah.
To show favoritism towards your brother, man. Damn right. The Christian church is the one that makes us feel like we have to feel bad if we, if we prefer one another. Nah, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to love everybody the same. Nah, man, we need to prefer one another, man. We need to show brotherly love to one another. It didn't say to everybody, man.
Right.
Everybody else is getting plenty of love from their own, man, while they hate on us. But then we got to worry about loving everybody else. That's nonsense, man. And it's the stuff that slaves are made of, man.
Right.
It's a key ingredient in remaining a slave, man. To waste your time worrying about loving your oppressor and your slave master, man. That is the true sign of a defeated people, man. Of a slave, man. Because a man who's free is free to love whoever he wants, man. He don't have to depend, he don't have to listen to somebody else tell him who he's supposed to love, man. Especially when it's the people that hate them, man. We love who the Most High tell us to love, man. We don't let our oppressor tell us who to love, man. The Lord said, what? Read it again.
Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love.
That's right, man. The Lord said to be kindly affectionate one to another, man, with brotherly love, man. And who are our brothers, man? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's who the Lord said to love, man. And that's who we love in the Isupk. We don't listen to who the Christian church tell us to love, man. Because they don't love anybody but themselves. But then they're going to tell us that we teach hate and that it's all about love, brother. God is a God of love, brother. He is the God of love, man. Love for the Israelites, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read on.
In honor, preferring one another.
In honor, preferring one another, man. That's who the Lord tells us to love, man. And in the Isupk and the Commander General Yohana, that's what we listen to, man. We listen to the Lord, not the oppressor, man. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. If you could, Baba Kashah, let me get 1 John 4 and 20. 1 John 4 and 20. I mean, man, you had a brother who got shot dead by a stray bullet while he was eating Thanksgiving dinner with his family, man. Now that is a judgment right there, man. For you to get popped right in front of your family's eyes at the dinner table, man. Like that right there should make all of us wake up and realize that we need to stop celebrating Thanksgiving, man. I mean, a bullet that wasn't even so-called meant for him. But we know that it was meant for him from the Most High, man. Because the Most High is the one that kills, man. Passes the judgment down, man. And to be popped right in front of your family at the dinner table at such a glorious, and I don't mean glorious, I mean so-called glorious. It's glorious in the eyes of the people who celebrate it, man. They make it seem so righteous and so upright of a day, you know. It's just so thankful. You know, it's a time to sit around a table with all your family and just give thanks for all of the goodness that the Lord has blessed us with. Nah, man. It's a wicked, evil, disgusting day, man. And it should never be celebrated by our people, man. You don't know how disgusted I am, man, with my family, man. Every time I try to tell them about the holiday, man, they turn a deaf ear to it, man. And they love to justify everything, man, when I bring out the history. When I bring out the history, they can't deny the history, right? So what do? They turn around and say, well, we don't do it for that. That's not what it's about for me. Like, they don't realize that if you partake in something, you can't turn around and make it something else, man. You partaking in what it's for, man, what it was meant to be. You can't have it both ways. They want to have it both ways, man. They want to have a turkey and eat it too, man. They wanna, you know, have the Thanksgiving dinner, but then not be wicked and disgusted at the same time. Like that's the Christian church right there, man, in a nutshell. They want to serve the Lord while they being wicked, disgusting sinners at the same time, man. That's our people, man. We want to be righteous and wicked all at the same time, man. All these entertainers like Cheryl Underwood, man, who talks about all kind of wickedness on TV, and and kissing devils on TV and all kind of mess in one breath, and then the next breath she'll talk about how she's filled with the Holy Spirit, man. That's your Christian pastor who's talking about being filled with the Holy Spirit, and then go right home and eat a pork chop, man. And some collard green with some pigtails in it, man. Or some lima beans with some ham hocks in it, man. That's our people, man. No brotherly love, no preferring one another, man. Not even preferring the Lord, man. When the Lord tells us how we are to love him, we turn around and say, no, I'm going to love the Lord like this. I got my own personal relationship with the Lord. That's our people, man. Read on, sir, if you got it.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, and verse 20. If a man say, I love the Most High.
If a man say what?
If a man say, I love the Most High, and hate of his brother.
That's right, man. So if you say you love the Most High, man, you love God, man, but then you hate your brother, and who is our brother, man? Our brothers is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. The Native Indian is your brother. And if you eating that disgusting Thanksgiving turkey, honey glazed ham and stuffing and mac and cheese and all of that, man, then you hate your brother, the Native Indians, man. You hate your Gadite brothers, man. But then you turn around and say you love God, man. You give the longest grace prayers before you eat that meal, man. I remember my family used to sit around, like the whole family would get together. And whoever was the so-called pastor, every year it seemed like we had a new cousin or uncle or something get so-called called by the Lord to become a preacher, sir. You know what I mean? So the Lord called him to preach. I'm like, how did he call you, man? Yeah, I heard him. He said it. I heard a voice. I'm like, so the Lord is talking to you personally now, huh? Like that ain't never sat well with me, man. Even before I became and knew about the truth, man. It just never felt right with me that somebody could say that the Lord spoke to them. And now I'm just supposed to believe that. And if I don't believe it, then I'm the wicked one. You see how that works, man? That's how the Christian church works, man. By getting you to believe that this man is being taught to by the Lord.
And Salaki.
Yes, sir.
Salaki, Boz, if I could add on what you're saying, right? When people say that, right, when they say they got a personal relationship with the Lord,
right,
they really don't know what they're saying. They just, regurgitating what they heard others say.
Right.
If they really had a personal relationship with the Lord, they would be scared to death, man.
Right.
Of course, we know it because we read the Bible. We actually open up the Bible and read it. And you can read in Exodus 20th chapter where it say how the Lord was talking to the Israelites through by the mountain, and how it was like violent and thunderous and
right.
And then the Israelites were pleading with Moses, like, look, let us just deal with you. Let's never deal with that ever again.
Right.
So people say they have a personal relationship with the Lord, or the Lord talks to them. You know they full of it because the Lord is a terrible power, according to the Bible. Right. The Lord is no one to be hugged up and smooching, and the Lord is to be fed. The Lord is no joke. So when they say that, you know what I mean? Of course they lying through their teeth, but they don't know what they're saying. You know what I mean? They really knew the Lord. They be scared to death of the Lord, like how we are. We actually fear the Lord. So we do what the Lord, like how you say, Miles, we do what the Lord say to do. We love who the Lord love. We hate what the Lord hate. Damn,
right.
damn anything in between. It's a lot.
Damn right. Get a brother a hand, man. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. You know I was going there too. No sweat. No doubt about it, man. I was gonna go right there to when the Lord spoke to the people, man. They were terrified, man. They were like, la ah. They were like, la ah. We don't ever want to deal with him. Let him talk to you, Moses, and then you talk to us, man. You be the third, you be the go-between, man. We don't want to deal with him, man. We you know what I mean? We can't deal with that right there. But
and
meanwhile,
too, and Slocking by
yes, sir.
And also with the, what things that happen in the earth should be proof that the Lord is to be feared. Just like what's it called? This new variant,
Omnicron.
Omnicron.
Another
variant. They combated with a vaccine. They think they could, you know what I mean? Fight with the Lord. But I'm just saying, it's just more proof that the Lord is nothing to play with, nothing to joke about. It's a lot.
Damn right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, right. Omicron. Yeah, Omicron variant.
Give the Lord a hand.
Coming from them stinking South Africans, man. Ain't they the Canaanites?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Most High, man. The Most High find you wherever you at, man.
Right.
And he will not deal with you as a man, you know. And the Most High is not playing, man. He's visiting this place, man. And you know what, man? I was looking at what's the movie, man? Birth of a Nation, man. You know, it took me a long time to watch that movie, man. Cause I done had it up to here with slave movies, man. Like slave movies, they do something to my spirit, man. But then again, that's kind of why I still watch them sometimes. Just to be reminded. I never want to forget. You know what I mean?
Right.
I never want that anger to ever, start to go away. I want to keep that anger, man. I need that for camping. I need that for teaching and just to remember and to always be in a warrior-like spirit, man.
Yeah.
So every time I watch these slave movies, man, it's like I could go out and just do some damage, you know what I mean? But of course our weapons are not carnal, so I use it spiritually and get motivated in the right way. But I was watching the movie, man. In the beginning of the movie, it's a quote from Thomas Jefferson, man. And the quote was something like, I tremble when I think on the fact that God is a just God, man. Because he said he trembled for his nation when he remembers that God is a just God and that his justice is not going to be silent forever, man. And I'm like, ooh wee. You got a devil who's actually telling some truth, man. Because he's saying that he know the wickedness that his people have done, man. To get America, man. To gain power in this earth, man. He know the destruction, rape, robbery, and murder that they've done to the native Indians, man. He know the rape, robbery, and murder and stealing of a people that he did to our people, man. Judites and Benjamites and Levites and Hispanic brothers, man. bringing us in slavery, man. He knows what he did. He know that this place was built on blood, man. And that the Most High is a just God, man.
Right.
And that there is a punishment and a judgment coming to his nation, his people, for what they have done. And he says he trembles when he thinks about and remembers that God is just, man. Because he knows what his people got coming to him, man. But yet when we tell our oppressors on the street corners, is anybody sorry for what their forefathers have done, man? 9.9 times out of 10, what do you hear, man? You hear nothing, man. Or you hear, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Meanwhile, you walking around here reaping all the benefits of your privilege, man.
Right.
That your forefathers blessed you with, man. By the sacrifices that they made, man. You know what I mean? They did all of that so that you wouldn't have to do it. And now all you can do is benefit from it and then not claim it, man. You know what I mean? You get all the good and none of the bad, huh? Nah, man. You better tremble like Thomas Jefferson, man.
Right.
Because the Most High got a judgment coming, man. And it's already starting to unfold. And our people need to separate from this oppressor and gather together with each other, man. Prefer one another. Have brotherly love and brotherhood towards each other so that we can escape that judgment reserved for our oppressor, man. Why should we continue to be punished, man? The Lord has already dealt so with us, man. And now he's calling us back, man. The Isupk has been here bringing the truth out since 1969, man. It is 2021, almost 2022. We on the doorsteps of 2022. So that's enough of our people, man. That's enough of us dealing with the nonsense, man, being punished, man. We got a chance to come back and do right and get right in the eyes of the Lord, man. We don't have to continue to go through the things that we go through. But yet and still, we want to give it all up just to suck down a pork neck bone, man. Or disgusting pig feet, man. Or pig foot, I should say. But you know they never just stop at one. So disgusting pig feet, man. With some barbecue sauce or whatever, man. Or they can't stand to pass up a barbecue, man. Our people, man. But if you could, continue reading that scripture, sir, Baba Kusha.
That's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He is a what?
A liar.
He is a liar, man. There's more on that.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he hath not seen?
That's right, man. That's right. And you know that I think part of that is the problem with our people, man, and celebrating Thanksgiving, because we really don't see face to face in our daily walks. We really don't come in contact with a lot of our native Indian brothers, man. A lot of our Gadite brothers, man. But none of us can sit here and act like we don't know their plight and their struggle on those reservations, man. Like we've all seen the documentaries and the TV shows, or like the breakdowns on them on shows like Nightline and all of these different things from time to time, because I've seen them, man. I don't run into, until I came into the UPK, I might run into a native Indian and not realize that's a native Indian, man. You know what I mean? But and I definitely didn't know that we were the same people. But now that I do, man, it's a glorious thing, man.
Right.
And I look at those brothers the same way I look at other Judites, man, other Benjamites, Ephraimites, Simeonites, man. And I've always looked at those brothers as like Ephraimites and Simeonites, like they were my people, man. So to now be told that the native Indians are my people too, it's a beautiful thing to me, man.
Right.
And I would never want to disrespect none of them brothers, man. I stopped celebrating or acknowledging Columbus Day a long time ago, even before I knew that those are my brothers, man. Because I got love. I always had love for the native Indians, man. Like they never did nothing to me. You know, I was taught to. I grew up in the Christian church, and we already said they told us we gotta love everybody, right? But nah, man, we gotta love our people, man. Everybody else got enough love, man. We the ones who don't get enough love, man. We the ones in desperate need of somebody to love us, man. You know, when you got somebody who's out here, you grew up in the hood. You seen brothers who just didn't have nobody out here, man. They were just looking for somebody to love them, man. Looking for something to belong to, someplace to fit in, man. And unfortunately, some people just aren't that likable. You know, they got some personality flaw, and nobody wants to, nobody wants to deal with them. Before long, man, that person was gonna lose it, man. They were gonna do something stupid. They were gonna, join up with the wrong people who don't care anything about them. Do all kinds of things to prove that they down with them, so that they can try to earn their affection. And it would just be, they would just go down a path to destruction, man. And I saw it over and over. But the same thing goes for our people, man. That's what we have been doing, man. We have been going out of our way to try to seek love from other nations, man, who care nothing about us, who get us to do stupid stuff to prove our loyalty. And then they never love us anyway, regardless of what we do. You know, they do things like get our men to wear dresses and, promote the gay agenda, the LGBT agenda. They get our people like Dwayne Wade to sacrifice his own son, man. His own son, man, to the movement. In the hopes of getting our people to soften our stance of being against that wickedness, man. They got people like Little Nas X, man, who's not afraid to, push all of the barriers that when I was growing up, you definitely couldn't push, man. You get your lights knocked out, man. You get your clock clean if you came into the neighborhood doing some mess like Lil Nas X, man.
Yeah.
You get up on that stage at the school talent show and pull that mess if you want to, man. You got to come down off that stage one day. You know what I mean? You can't stay up there forever. And you was gonna get it, man. That's the era I grew up in, man.
It's Slocky Bob.
Yes, sir.
Hey, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
No sweat. But that's what people do who seek love from a unwanted place, man, or a place that don't want them. You have to give up your integrity. You have to give up your love for your own people, man, to please somebody else whose affection you're trying to gain, man. That's what our leaders do. That's what our celebrities do. Our politicians, our Christian pastors. That's what they do. They sell our people out so that they can be good or they can seek love from the oppressor, man. Look at Terry Crews, man. Terry Crews seeks love from the oppressor, man. And how does he go about seeking that love? He goes out seeking that love by being a coon against his own people. You got even Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z turned his back on the whole Colin Kaepernick whatever movement so that he could seek the affection of the people who he hold in high regard, which are the elites, man, because he trying to be in that status and category, that billionaire class, man. He ain't just satisfied with the $1 billion. Think he worth like 1.3 bill or something now, man. But he ain't just satisfied with the money. He want the accolades that come with it, man. He want to be able to rub elbows with his peers, his billionaire peers, man. He want his name to ring bells in those circles. So he make a deal with the NFL and say, we're not kneeling anymore. We're not doing that anymore. You know, he making light of the situation to seek the love of the oppressor, man. Well, in the ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, man, we don't seek the love of our oppressor, man. We seek the love of the Lord, man. And we love the Lord, man. And we're not liars like you Christians, man. Because we show that we love our brothers, man. That we see every day. Even the ones that we don't see every day. We know they out here just like us going through what we've all had to go through at some point, man. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we know what it's like to struggle, man. We know what it's like to live in hell, man. To be at the bottom of your oppressor's boot. To have his boot on our neck, man. To be told to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps when some of us don't have boots, man. We know what that feels like. So we're not going to turn our backs on our brothers and sisters. We're going to love our brothers and sisters, man, because they're in need of it. And they're in need of all of it. We can't split our love between our brothers and our oppressor, man. Nah, man, we got to give all of our love to our brothers, man. Preferring one another. Preferring what the Lord gave us over what our oppressors give us, man. That's what it's going to take to move our people forward out of this hell, man. That's what it's going to take. That's what we have to do. And we love our brothers who we see every day, which in turn gives us the right to say that we love the Lord, man, and to not be lying when we say it. But to you Christians out there, man, and make no mistake, if you're not in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, man, you are a Christian in some form or fashion or another. You are a Christian. And if you don't love your brothers who you see every day, and you turn around and say that you love the Lord, then you are a liar. Point blank, period, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. You are a liar. And the truth is not in you, man. And this is not the words of, Commanding General Yohana or Officer Kayada War, Officer by Eyes. This is the word of the Lord, man.
Right.
The Lord is calling you a liar. We just reading what the Lord said, man. That's that. But he didn't say you have to stay a liar, man. You can come up in these ranks, man. Learn how to love your brother, man. And once you learn how to do that and you put it into action, then you can be truthful when you say you love the Lord, man. But, you can't just love in word, man. You got to love in deed, man. That's how that works. So like I said, I got to get out of here a few minutes earlier today.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add before I go?
No lie, I'm too wild.
Okay. That's what it is, then, man. You know, enjoy to the brothers and sisters. Enjoy the rest of the week of Hanukkah feast, man. Hope everybody feasting, celebrating the takeover, the beat down that we gave the Greeks, man. Them gay ass Greeks, man. You know what I mean? Like, like, come on, man. You gotta rejoice in that, man. You gotta rejoice in that, man. You gonna give that up to celebrate them disgusting oppressors dealing wickedly with our native Indian brothers, man? Come on, man. It's not even up for discussion or debate what we should be celebrating, man. One is glorious and honorable, and the other one is sadistic and wicked, man. And shameful. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you should be embarrassed, man. And you don't love the Lord, man. Straight up and down. But with that, sir, I'm gonna roll out, man. Y'all bashim yashabarakta.
Hey, Shukata.
The water to you, sir.
In the ball.